This clip was taken from the series Asking for a Friend, what we all think but think we shouldn't. The entire series can be found at fromthefray.com/asking.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather stones. A time to embrace and a time to turn away. A time to search and a time to quit searching. A time to keep and a time to throw away. Whether it's people or stuff or money, it doesn't matter. Everything and everyone is either moving into your life or moving out of your life. Everything. So ask yourself some wise questions. I want to give you 4 questions that prayerfully will put some handles on verses 5 and 6 here of chapter 3. I want to give you some handles. That way you can wisely ask, what season of life am I in, and how do I navigate through it? Because remember, the whole point of this message, and I think the point of what Solomon's trying to say here, is life's already frustrating. Don't make it harder than it has to be by not being aware of what season of life you're in. Here are some questions, some handles on these 2 verses that will help us understand what season of life we might be in. First question is this: am I trying too hard to maintain a relationship that's run its course? Now, if that relationship is your spouse, the answer to that is no. I can already tell you, it's no. You serve your spouse until one of you sees Jesus face to face. And murder is not an option. All right? You put a ring on a finger, you're stuck with him, you serve him. Keep trying until something changes or one of you dies. Now, for every other relationship, perhaps that person, not perhaps, most definitely, for every other relationship, that person came into your life either because God sent them there to help you in that season, because they're there to help carry you or carry something through a season of life, or maybe God sent you there to them to teach them something or to show them something or to carry something for them. It's life, and it's constantly moving. People are coming into your life and they're coming out of your life, but if the next season is forcing or leading you apart, be wise enough to recognize that and just keep moving. Now, don't hear me say what I'm not saying. I'm not saying devalue relationships because people don't matter. I'm saying be aware of the transience of life. Solomon says life is like a vapor. It's like a mist. It's here today and it's gone tomorrow. So be a good steward of your time and your emotions. Sometime back, my wife had a solid relationship with a good Christian woman, a woman of God, and that friendship carried both of them through some seasons of life. They both really took turns supporting one another in different seasons of life. Eventually, the relationship between our kids became pretty toxic. And so it forced us to part ways and to move our families into new seasons. It's just the way it is. They're not bad people. They're very good people. But life just pulled us into different seasons. Second question: am I spending when I should be saving? Am I spending when I should be saving? Now, I'm not anti-stuff, all right? When people find out that we're homeschoolers, they think that my wife makes all the clothes, at the living room table, and I force my kids to go out and forage for their supper. No, we don't do that. We have a couch and a TV and stuff. I'm not anti-stuff. But we also have a savings account, and we buy used cars. Am I spending when I should be saving? It's something we should always be asking ourselves. Am I spending too much? Man, do you have a savings account for your family? Do you have an emergency account if something goes wrong tomorrow? Are you saving to prepare for that? Do you have enough saved up? Am I spending when I should be saving? Next question. Am I hoarding when I should be sharing? See, sometimes saving, we can make it sound super spiritual, and we can do it too much. It is possible to overdo saving. That's called hoarding. Am I hoarding when I should be sharing? Don't be like the guy in Luke 12 who had so much stuff that he had to keep building more barns to keep putting his stuff in. And then he died with a bunch of barns full of a bunch of stuff. Don't do that. Listen, make a decision now, because it won't happen automatically. Make a decision that you are going to be a financial blessing to somebody else. I'm not saying pay off their mortgage, unless you can. I'm saying make a decision that you're going to be a financial blessing to somebody else. You won't regret it. All right, last question for these two verses. Am I getting ready when I should be getting to work? Am I getting ready when I should be working? In other words, sticking with these 2 verses, Am I always searching and rehearsing and looking and reading and training and preparing without ever actually doing something, without ever actually pulling the trigger and making a decision and leaping into action? Have a bias toward action and pull the trigger every once in a while. If not, your entire life will be ready, aim, ready, aim, dead. Keep moving.